Weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's a 6-year man, Austin Ekeler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 27, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert now. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is swung out to Ekeler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
To the air again, Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Herbert will give this one to Ekeler.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st down, and they stick with Ekeler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Ekeler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready
at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. The Falcons at 5-3 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. play fake. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. Running left, here's Patterson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Oh, he bowls, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second and 9 now. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. On play action, they'll throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Again, Patterson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Dante Hightower breaking through to take him down behind the line.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready, set. Black shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Eckler now between the tackles. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Herbert now to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Hopkins' kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception.
This is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front